Okay. Welcome to the next part, that is DNA is the genetic material. Now see, Griffith has already proved or given the first evidence that DNA is the genetic material in his transforming experiment, okay, or the bacterial transformation principle. Now this was further studied and proved by Hershey and Chase, okay, that the DNA is the main genetic material. Actually, Alfred Hershey and Martha Chase, they did a transduction experiment. Griffith's experiment is known as the transforming experiment, and Hershey and Chase's experiment is known as the transduction experiment. They selected the T2 bacteriophage. Okay, that means in class 11 you have already studied about the bacteriophage structure. This is the bacteriophage. This infects the E. coli cell. So they took an E. coli bacterial cell and had selected the bacteriophage. Now they grew two cultures of E. coli, one with radioactive sulfur S35 and other with radioactive phosphorus P32. Okay, now we know that sulfur is associated with the protein part, okay, and that's why the radioactive sulfur, it gets incorporated in the sulfur containing amino acids cysteine and methionine, for which it will coat the protein part of the virus, whereas the phosphorus, it is associated with the nucleotides which forms the nucleic acid, that is DNA, and that's why it gets labeled to the DNA part. Okay, then they actually conducted the experiment in this manner. They involved three steps. One is the infection. That means here the bacteriophage, that is, this is the virus particle, this is the bacteria. So they allowed the virus to attack the or infect the bacteria. Okay, this is known as the infection stage. Now, after infection was carried out, then what happened? We know that when the bacteriophage attacks a cell, then what happened? It will put its DNA into the cell. So the DNA has been transferred to the bacterial cell, and next step is the blending process. Here actually the culture is constantly agitated so that the cells, the bacteria and the virus get separated. Okay, if they are separated, only the further experiment can be conducted. Then next is the centrifugation process. Here actually what happened, the virus particles are completely separated by spinning. That means constantly they are rotated. In a centrifuge these are put, and then what happened, by constant spinning these are separated. Then what happened, if we observe, then we will find that the heavier bacteria will settle as at the bottom part in the form of pellets, and the supernatant, it contains lighter viral particles. Okay, now when analyzed properly, it was observed that the protein phase with labeled protein, okay, did not make bacteria label. That means here, in very simple term, you see here, this sulfur is being incorporated in the protein part, and when it was observed after centrifugation, it was observed that the cells did not contain any traces of sulfur. Rather, the supernatant contained the radioactive S35. Okay, whereas the one culture with phosphorus, radioactive phosphorus, which was incorporated in the DNA or labeled in the DNA, here the cells were observed that it contained radioactive P32. Okay, and the supernatant, there was no any trace of radioactivity. Just the opposite thing happened. Now, when it was allowed to observe the next generation, then it was observed that from these cells, the bacteriophages that were formed, that contained the P32. Okay, that means the DNA is being transmitted from here to the next generation. Okay, but the sulfur which was incorporated in the protein, that was not being transformed, that is not transmitted to the next generation. That's why the bacteriophages observed after this did not contain any trace of sulfur. Okay, because it was not present here. DNA is not carrying the sulfur, so the offsprings or the next generation progenies were not containing the radioactive sulfur, but those in this experiment in this culture where DNA was labeled, all the progenies, they contain the radioactive phosphorus. Okay, so this clearly indicated that DNA is the genetic material and not the protein. Okay, so this is very important. This important question for your exam purpose. Okay, the Hershey and Chase's experiment, but be very sure that sulfur present in protein, so it is not transmitted. DNA labeled with phosphorus, radioactive phosphorus, it is transmitted. That's why the next of generation of springs, they possess the labeled DNA part. Okay, so this is important part, go through it very properly. Now after this, actually there are some requirements or some properties of the genetic material. Like for example, it should contain all the genetic information in coded form. Now that means we are telling that they are being transmitted from one generation to another. That means it is not that they will carry the information in hi hello form. Okay, they will carry it in the form of some coded information, coded message. Okay, then they must be present in various forms of life in all the cells of the multicellular organisms which possess totipotency. Totipotency, we know, that is the single cell having the ability to regenerate a whole plant. So all these things has to be present in the genetic material. Then the amount of genetic material should be same in all the cells of the body. It is not like that the hands will have a different genetic material and the leg will have a different genetic material. Throughout the body, all should have the same genetic material. Then it should have the diversity corresponding to the diversity found in organisms. Okay, that is also an important point in case of the genetic material. Then they should be able to form their replicas. Okay, that is also very important. Then they should be highly reactive. They should not be highly reactive but should be stable. Now DNA is the most stable compound. Okay, so all these things are the important characters of the genetic material. Now DNA is very stable. It is not chemically so much active, but structurally it is a very stable compound, and this stability was observed in case of Griffith's experiment. That means whenever the DNA of the S type was heated, it got denatured, its effect was nullified, but later when under suitable conditions it was again regained. Okay, so that is a very good example to prove that DNA is a very stable molecule. Now all these things regarding the genetic material, the evidences of that DNA is the genetic material, the characters of genetic material, Griffith's experiment, Hershey and Chase's experiment, that is bacterial transformation and transduction. These all parts are very, very important for your exam purpose. Go through them very properly. If you find any problem, then please let me know.